Guys, welcome back to another ESG football video, and I just want to tell you 3 things that I feel like will make you better at ESG football. For some reason, if you don't know what ESG football is, it's going to be a future free-to-play football game that's going to have 7v7, 11v11, no AI, all use control players. And if you want to play the game early, you could do so now. All you gotta do is join the Discord. The link is in the description. Follow the directions. And for the next play test that's going to take place on April 18th through the 20th, you could be in on that. So it's that simple. So if you don't know what it is, you want to play it early, click the link in my description, join the Discord. But I'm just telling you 3 things that I feel like will make you better at ESG football, okay? And the first thing I want to point out is because I'm noticing a lot of missed tackles and things of that nature, is you're not strafing correctly or enough, okay? So obviously, on defense, when I'm defending the pass, everybody tends to strafe. If you're not strafing when defending the pass, then you're way behind. But okay, first thing, I'm defending the pass, I'm holding L2, I'm strafing, I'm getting down low, trying to break on the ball, okay? First thing is, I feel like when it comes to strafing, you need to progress, okay, before you start sprinting on the sprint button, okay? So you want to start off strafing. Let's say you're in man. You start off with the strafe, and then you hit the speed strafe, and then once you see what route he's running, then you can hit turbo. You see what I'm saying? Progress through that so you don't give up all the control of your character. Because once you hit sprint, we try to change directions now, it's going to be a lot slower, it's going to be a lot tougher. So if you have to change directions, you want to be at least speed strafing, but ideally you want to just be strafing because that'll allow you to change directions optimally. Okay, that's just when you're defending the pass. Even in the run, when you're sitting at linebacker and you're waiting to see what hole the running back is going through, you know what I'm saying? You want to be strafing. All right, you don't want to just say, hey, you see, oh, it's a stretch, and you just take off on turbo, okay? First of all, it could be play action. If you take off on turbo as soon as you see the handoff animation in this play action, you're in trouble, okay? So you want to start off strafing or speed strafing, because not only might it be play action, but it also could be a run. And if you take off running full speed on turbo through the hole you think he's going to run through, then he cuts back, you're still in trouble. You're out of position, you missed the tackle. So on defense, almost beginning of every single play, you need to be strafing. And then from strafing, you need to go from that to speed strafing. And then when it's time to make the play, you hit turbo, if that makes sense. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be the exact same for every play. You're going to have to get comfortable with when I need to strafe, when I need to be speed strafing, when can I not strafe and get away with it. But in this open field, when running back has lanes he could pick, he could go through this hole or this hole, you need to be in a strafe position so that you can react to wherever he goes without being on turbo. Because again, once you're on turbo, when you try to change direction, now you're going to do it mad slow. He's going to chop his feet and break down because he was sprinting, and you're not going to make the tackle, okay? So strafe, strafe, strafe. It's your best friend, I promise you. The movement on defense feels great because of that strafing mechanic. So you need to be using it, okay? The second thing, when it comes to building your characters, there are 3 wide receiver skill sets. One that helps the tall guys embarrass the short guys, that's called skyscraper. Then you got glue hands, which helps you with your catching, okay? And then you got route runner, which helps you with the route running, okay? Your cuts in and out of the breaks and stuff like that, okay? If you don't use glue hands, you can't catch. You're gonna drop a lot of passes. So this goes to my running backs. When it comes to building your characters, if you're a running back, you're gonna have to catch a lot of passes in ESG Football. It's only 7v7. You might need to find a place to put glue hands, okay? But so you're not dropping passes on 3rd and 4th down, turning the ball over, okay? So yes, the second thing is be more intentional with your builds in ESG Football. If you know you're a running back and you're gonna have to end up catching the ball, you need glue hands. If you're a wide receiver, you for sure need glue hands. Don't just make a tall receiver and then just skyscraper, and don't get, no, you need to be able to catch, get glue hands. You need to be able to run routes. You need a place for route runner. So you're just gonna, now if you're gonna say, I need to be really good at this, I'm gonna take the L on this, that's fine. But the L you take don't need to be on catching. You need to be able to catch the ball, okay? So I'm just saying, when it comes to your builds, guys, be more intentional, okay? Think about where you want to be good at. Because if you don't get yourself a route runner, your cuts are going to be slow. If you don't get a glue hands, you're not going to be able to catch the ball. If you don't get a tackler, you're not going to be able to tackle. Okay? If you're trying to replace tackler with backbreaker, that's not the best thing in the world because your hit power will be high, but your regular tackling will still be kind of low. Okay? So just be intentional. Think about what you want. What are you willing to take a loss on? And try to be a little more creative. Like, don't just be super straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Speedster, jackrabbit. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, you're a nice running back. You're pretty fast. Cool. You can't do anything else. You're gonna drop passes. You can't run routes. You can't tackle. All right. So I know when you only got those 4 skill sets, it can be a little tough, but you're gonna have to like spread out these skill sets so you're good at more than one thing, and not a liability on literally everything else you're gonna have to do for your team. Okay. This also helps because when you're playing 4-on-4, let's say you're not playing 7-on-7, you're only playing 4-on-4. The AI is really good at a lot of things. This is like 2.5. This is not really a different point. This is like 2.5. They're not great at defending the pass, as in at corner. They're not great. They're okay. They're not great. They're really good at rushing the passer and making open field tackles. So if you're playing 4-on-4, you need to get with your team and make sure, if you can help it, the AI is either on the defensive line or playing linebacker. So the 2D lineman need to be AI, the linebacker needs to be AI, and the other linebacker can be a user, and then the 3DBs. But if you have the AI out at corner, it's not good. He's gonna give up plays. How do you prevent this? The 3 people that want to play DB all need to have DB skill sets. People are trying to play DB without the skill set. They're just going to throw you a linebacker, and then they're going to put the AI at corner, and then he's going to be giving up plays. So I said all that to say, if you can help it, put the AI at corner, okay? That brings me to my third point that will help you I was painting today, excuse that. It will help you so much. I promise your team will love you if you can find a way to put a kicking skill set on your player. You don't understand how clutch. First of all, nobody punts. This is not Madden. We're only going to 15. Punt the ball, okay? It's getting better the more people play. But like, dang, just punt. But the thing that will help y'all decide to punt if somebody was a kicker. Somebody. I don't care. I start bringing a kicker this weekend. It is the most glorious thing. The best idea I've ever had. First of all, it helps you punt. Because if you find a way to put 2 kicking skill sets on there, oh my goodness, you're the greatest punter and the greatest field goal kicker of all time. Okay, you punt the ball a country mile. That's the first thing. So you help your team there when it comes to flipping the field. And then let's say you guys score and you get the 2-point conversion. Okay, cool. That means when you score the next touchdown, you'll have 14. We're going to 15. So now instead of having to go for 2 and hopefully get this 2-point conversion, y'all can just kick an extra point and win the game. It's the best thing ever. Or let's say you score, you don't get the 2-point conversion. You score again. Now it doesn't matter if you get the 2-point conversion or not. You're either going to have 12 or 13. 12 or 4, it doesn't matter. The next possession, if you kick a field goal, you win. But if nobody brings a kicker, you don't have that option. Okay? So after that first touchdown, whether you get the 2-point conversion or not, that's fine. But once your team gets to 12, at least, that means a field goal will win the game. And that means you can get to the red zone, and now it's 4th and 2. Now we're like, should we go for it? I mean, you kind of in the red zone, you kind of got to go for it. No, we don't. We have a kicker. Field goal, win the game. It's the clutchest thing in the world. And nobody does it because nobody wants to spend the skill set on a kicking attribute so you can be clutch for your team. Come on, guys, we're being self. Don't you want to? The goal is to win games. Somebody should be a kicker. I'm bringing it. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm not playing QB, and I think I'm the best, humbly, I think I'm the best. When it comes to QB, if I'm not bringing a QB, I'm bringing somebody that can kick. You only need one skill set, and you're good enough to win the game for your team in the red zone. You're good enough to kick any red zone field goal with one kicking skill set. Guys, please hear me out. You will love this if you just listen to it. Bring a kicking skill set, you'll win more games, I promise you. All right. So those are the 3 tips. Learn how to strafe, win the strafe, and get better at it. Not just in the pass, but not just when you're defending the pass, but also when you're defending the run. Okay. Make your builds a little more intentional. Try to keep the AI out of the secondary, and bring a kicker. Bring a kicker. Because it's the clutchest thing you can do for your team. I promise you will win more games, all right? Hopefully I will see everybody in the beta this weekend. And my light just went out. So sad. Anyway, hopefully I see y'all in the beta this weekend. If you want to join the Discord, click the link, follow the instructions, and you can join and be a part of the playtest that's going to take place on April 18th.